What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Monk Dan. What I do on my channel is I like to seek and share wisdom through philosophy, right? Check it. Thanks for joining. Hit the like button, send me some comments, and subscribe, baby. All right. I am on the road. I am here in Idaho. Idaho Falls to be exact. So far, just a quick synopsis of the city. I only did a few things. Oh, well, two things. I got here and I went to go grab some things, something to eat. My overall view of the city so far, it's busy. It is very busy. It's a lot of traffic. Although it's Friday, but still, it's a lot of traffic. Comparing it to my city in northern Wyoming, this is a lot. It's a lot of traffic, yo. But I'm glad to be here, checking out a new city, and yeah, I'll have to post some video and some pictures of my visit here. Let's get into it, man. The topic of today: are blue collar jobs the answer? What the fuck do I mean about that? All right, so if you didn't know, I'm on the road. I'm traveling to cities and states and all that good stuff. And I was just thinking, man, just driving. I'm like, yo, like, are blue collar jobs really the answer? Right? So I don't know about you, but AI has been on my mind so much. It's in my social media. It's on my YouTube. I mean, it's on my mind constantly. That AI is here. If you didn't know, AI is here. Artificial intelligence, it's here and it's taking over. It's taking over jobs, right? And we have other issues as well. Our economy is trash right now. But anyway, so I'm driving and I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, is AI really the fucking, excuse me, is blue collar jobs the fucking answer, right? And I think I have every right to talk about this because I myself am a blue collar worker. If you didn't know, I am a railroader in Wyoming. So I'm being affected. Could it be the economy, or could it be these big corporations kind of moving away from the human aspect of work? It could be a mixture of both. I have no idea. But as a blue collar worker myself, I'm sitting here thinking like, I don't think blue collar work is the answer to this AI revolution that we have. As a railroader, I've been furloughed so far this year. As of right now, I'm still on furlough. I have been furloughed for at least, I'd say, 2 months, maybe 2 months, going on 2 months and a half now. And that shit sucks being on furlough. So when I hear the AI creators and the content creators, AI creators, and also content creators here on YouTube, I'm hearing them saying, well, AI is taking over and they're taking over white collar jobs and the I forgot the names that they use, the intellectual white collar jobs and all of this kind of craziness. Yes, they are accurate in the sense of AI is taking over human jobs. Yes, but they fell short in one aspect in suggesting that blue collar work is the answer. And I'm going to give you my supporting evidence on why I say blue collar work is not the fucking answer, right? Like I said, I am a railroader and I'm blue collar, and my livelihood is being affected right now, if you will, being on furlough. I'm fucking unemployed, but I'm at the whims of the company saying, "Hey, come on back to work." Not trying to explain what furlough is, but basically I'm out of work, and it's disturbing to me that these people keep saying blue collar work is the answer, and I'm like, no, it's fucking not. Like, come on, you guys, come on. Be realistic, man. Be fucking realistic. Here's my fucking evidence that I want to give you, man. And this is going to be a short stream because I am behind on a lot of things. I got some JUCO activity coming, and I want to enjoy my time. I've been just trying to get my streaming and all this stuff done. But so this will be a short stream, so please bear with me as I present my case, my argument. All right, so let me set up my screen here for you, and I am going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so hopefully you can see my screen. We are first starting off with this website here, smartasset.com. If you can see that link here, it's at the very top, smartasset.com/data studies state living comfortably 2025. All right. So I'm going to use this as an example. And this article came out June 4th, 2025. So this is fucking fairly recent, right? And the title says, here's the salary it takes to live comfortably in each U.S. state 2025 study, right? So let's scroll on down. You can read all of this on your own if you want, but I just want to highlight some things. Salary needed to live comfortably in each state. All right. These are a list of states. And they have Hawaii is number one, Massachusetts. They're kind of ranking it I guess in ascending to descending order, if you will. But I'm in highlighting the aspect of single individuals. I'm single. I'm a single male. I have no kids, no wife, no girlfriend. So I'm clear of that. So I'm heavily focused on myself as an individual. If you want to use it as for yourself, and if you have family and all that, I think you might want to consider this as well. Let me go back to the screen for you. All right, so let me use myself as an example, since I'm on the chopping block, if you will, right now. I'm like in a very fucked up situation, and I'm sure a lot more people are in the same situations. There are people who have gotten laid off. I mean, the economy is trash right now, and AI is taking clean right over. It's taking smooth over. So I'll use myself as an example, right? I live in Wyoming. All right. Wyoming is quite far down on the list. And let's see, Wyoming is ranked 32, right? So it's ranked 32, and the income needed for a single adult in 2025, $87,942. And I think you should know, I'm going to go on the big screen here. I think you should know that what we see here, I'll actually go back to the capture screen here. I think you should know that this was in June that this came out, and these numbers that you see, I'm thinking about it from this mindset. These numbers here came out in June. This is late June right now. Each day that goes by, these numbers increase. So we're seeing 87,942 here. That was at the beginning of June. This shit is increasing. I think of it as each day, each second of the day, these numbers increase. So I want you to think about that as well. Because yesterday's prices are not today's prices. Today's prices won't be tomorrow's prices. So just keep that in mind. So as for myself, I live in Wyoming, and my income needed to live comfortably is $87,000. We'll just round it up to $88,000, right? I'm out of work right now. So right now, I'm not living comfortably. Although I am traveling, I am seeing states and all that good stuff. But down the road, if I continue with this, I'm already fucking up shit's creek, if you will, right? So how about this? Go through this on your own and check out whatever state it may be, right? We can even go to the last state, West Virginia. It says $80,000, $829 for a single individual. And as you can see, it goes the number increases if you are in a 4-person family home. So that number is going to increase. So if it's you and whoever, that number will increase. All right. So I'm trying to lay as much foundation as I can on how my mindset is and trying to lay down my argument for you. All right. So let's go to the next one. So go to the big screen for you. So these individuals, here's a list of all the states and their income, right? So these individuals insist, hey, why not be a plumber? You're gonna need skills with your hands to survive, right? Right? And I told you yesterday's prices ain't today's prices. Today's prices won't be tomorrow's prices, right? All right, so I'm gonna take it back to the screen here, and I'm gonna show you why their argument is full of shit. Their argument is full of shit, and I don't mean any disrespect to those guys, but their argument is flawed in what they're fucking saying, bro. All right, so let's go to the screen. Here, this is from NDE.com. Hopefully you can see the link at the top, but it says 13 in-demand blue-collar jobs with salaries and duties. And this was out in April 18, 2024, right? So this article is not too far off. It's what, maybe a year and a few months old? And they said this is in demand, right? Okay. Blue-collar job number 1. Construction laborer. Here it says the national average salary is $49,871 per year. Now, if you and I have any fucking sense, how in the fuck can a construction laborer making $49,871 per year, this is a national average, how in the fuck can they fucking survive? And I'm looking at it from an individual perspective. Now, I know a lot of you motherfuckers have wives, girlfriends, baby mamas, baby mamas, mamas, baby mamas, mamas, all that bullshit. And you got kids and shit like that. $49,871 fucking dollars is not an answer. I think those dudes that keep saying that shit need to check that bullshit. And I would be gladly to post this shit to let the motherfuckers know, shut the fuck up talking that dumbass shit. And think rationally. Stop just saying shit. Oh yeah, you can work with your hands. Now, let's just say you're $49,000, let's just round it up to $50,000 a year as a construction laborer. And you live where? Where do you want to fucking live? I live in Wyoming. Where the fuck do you live? Huh? Pick a fucking state. Right now, I'm in Idaho. Let's look at fucking Idaho. Let's find out what the fuck Idaho is. What the fuck is Idaho? Idaho is ranked 24. Hopefully you can see this screen. And I'm only looking at it from the perspective of a single individual. Realistically, we know motherfuckers have wives and children. But I'm only looking at it from my perspective. So if my perspective is bad, I know those guys, their situation is even worse. So those guys, let's just look at this shit. Idaho. For a single individual, this is the price to live comfortably. $96,429 to live comfortably. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Are you fucking kidding me? So those dudes that keep saying that shit, shut the fuck up. And these supposed to be educated motherfuckers saying that shit, dog. I'm seeing their videos. I'm watching their videos. And they're saying this shit. Oh yeah, blue collar. I don't want to point these guys out because I'm not trying to start beef. But I'm like, yo, are y'all not thinking? Are y'all not using your brain as before you speak? And these are educated. I just showed on my last stream the god, they call him the godfather of AI. And he suggested be a plumber. I'm like, bro, are you fucking serious, bro? Now I don't know if he was, I think he was being honest, but I think he was not thinking as an individual because he's wealthy. That dude is wealthy. And he said in that speech, and I don't know the guy's name that did the interview, and I've been seeing a lot of his videos. But just check out that Godfather of AI interview. I don't know how to YouTube that shit. But anyway, this guy, even in the interview, he said, because the interviewer asked a really good question. He said, hey, well, what are you telling your children and your grandchildren? And he was like, well, I'm wealthy. You're set. He's set. He doesn't have to go out and work with his fucking hands. So his answer was half true, if you will. I'll give him that much. It was half true. Yes, you can be a plumber to survive somewhat, but the full truth is you won't survive. Your ass is gonna be broke, busted, and disgusted. Let's look at some more goddamn careers, bro. Like that shit that was on my mind when I was driving. I was like, bro, what are they talking about, man? Let's look at some more blue collar jobs. Painting and coating worker. I have no idea what the fuck that is. Primary job duties. Painting and coating workers apply paint and protective finishes to machines, vehicles, jewelry, and other items requiring paint or other protective coatings. They clean and set up machines to ensure proper painting or coating coverage on finished products. They clean and set up machines to ensure proper painting or coating. I have never heard of this type of job. Workers select paints and finish coatings based on customer preference and then prepare painting surfaces to ensure the painting quality and consistent coverage. Other tasks include measuring paint and coating thickness, communicating with customers to understand the individual preferences, maintaining painting equipment, and reviewing project timelines to certify that completion dates align with established deadlines. I have no idea what the fuck that is. However, look at the national average for a painting and coating worker. $38,740. And these guys said this is the answer to AI. Do blue collar work. Let's look at another job. A welder. That's a common job as a blue collar. And I live in northern Wyoming, and I saw that there was a program at the local college, community college, and I was like, maybe I should do some welding, or maybe I should get into these things to supply, to take care of myself. Once again, I'm a railroader, and I have been out of work, and I think it's going to be like that for a very long time. Let's look at what a fucking welder is making. A national average salary of $57,766 per year. And this may not even be someone who's been in the business for a long time. So what if I say, hey, you know what? I got to be a welder to survive. They're not going to start me I doubt highly that they will start me at $57,766. This is a national average. What about the entry-level workers? Right? So you're a welder. Let's pick another fucking state. Let's pick a southern state. Let's pick a fucking southern state that you can possibly be the best welder. Fuck it, let's go back to Texas, baby. Let's go to fucking Texas. They were right above Wyoming. Texas, right here. As a single individual, $90,771. Bro, they're saying a welder is making $58,000. Texas is saying for a single individual, you got to be making $90,000. Bro, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing here, man? What are we doing, man? Bro, these people are just talking and not thinking. It may be difficult for them because they are wealthy. They have what they need. I am just a fucking railroader, bro. I'm a new railroader. I've been a railroader for at least a year and maybe a year and a half. So I don't know if you know how the railroad system works, but the railroad that I work for, I'm at the bottom of the list. So I'm a new guy, and they go off of seniority and how you keep these positions, right? So if you have, our situation is we have two pools. One goes east or west. I don't know which way we're going here, east or west. So we have one going east, one going west, right? And then we also have two extra pools. And how the extra pools work is just extra workers in addition to those pools. I'm on the west pool. The west pool has already seniority. I'm at the bottom of that bitch, but I'm not at the very bottom of that bitch, but I'm like the third to the bottom, if you will. third or fourth to the bottom. All of us are furloughed. That's how terrible it is, man. That's how terrible it is for myself. And there's no silver lining saying, "Hey, you guys, we're gonna get some spots for you guys." There's no silver lining to this shit. The market is trash. So here I am. I'm like, damn, what do I do? I'm not the type of person to sit on my hands and just say, fuck it. Hey, I got to get out of here and get it, bro. Boss Up 2025. Shout out to Coach in the Coach Game, man. We have a money mindset, and we're like, yo, we got to get it. But I'm telling you, man, this blue collar shit is not the answer, bro. It's not the answer, man. Let's look at some more fucking jobs. Let's look at some more shit here. All right, that's a welder. A wind turbine technician. Yo, I have a military buddy down in the South, and I don't want to give too much of his shit I just gave. Sorry, brother. I gave some of his location away. But anyway, we were chatting it up once recently, maybe a few weeks ago, and we were chatting it up, and we were texting, and he was like, "Hey, yo, man, for some odd reason, we getting a lot of wind turbines out here." And I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "That's an odd place to have wind turbines." And he was like, "Yeah, that shit is weird, right?" So let's look at it. Let's fucking look at it. A wind turbine technician. The national average salary says $68,523 per year. That sounds nice. That sounds better than being a fucking welder or a coder. Or what was it called? It's a little bit better than being a welder, and it's better than being a painting and coder worker, and it's better than being a construction worker. But hey, $68,000, right? Get that shit a buzzer, bro. Check it out. I don't want to give his location away, but his number is on there. And my brother, he's a military veteran as well. So, and he's okay. He's okay. But I'm talking about from individuals like myself and others who are misplaced from work right now. His state is on this list, and that wind turbine is not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. Let's look at some more. Transportation inspector. Wow. I have no idea what that is, but the national average salary is $54,739 per year. Wow. That's not going to cut it. We have another one, a woodworker. National average salary, $57,997 per year. Wow. Diesel mechanic, $59,498 per year. So far, we can honestly say, we have not seen anything over $70,000. The wind turbine has come close to $68,000, but it's not 70, right? Let's see if anything shows up over 70. Diesel mechanic, $59,000. Electrician, $53,000. A boiler operator, $55,000. Solar photovoltaic installer, I have no idea what that is. That's $62,000. Industrial mechanic, $63,000. Aircraft mechanic, $60,000. Long haul truck driver, okay, so truck drivers, oh wow, that's the only one that I've seen with the national average over $70,000. Wow. However, let's go to the list. Let's find some state that where an individual like myself can live comfortably with $78,000. Let's see where we can go. And the closest is West Virginia, and that's $80,000. And like I said, each fucking day that we live, these prices are tick, 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 ticking, going the fuck up. And to add more insult to that shit, that's a national average. That's not the entry level worker. So I think these guys need to check that shit, man. I really do. I really do need to think. I need these guys to be honest in hearing me and hearing individuals who are out here trying to survive. Bro, blue collar jobs are not the answer. They're not the answer, man. What is the answer? What is the fucking answer? That is the question. Now, I've seen a lot of, I don't know about you guys, but I see a lot of ads talking about why not be a AI, entry level AI thing. I forgot what it's called. I think that's full of shit too, man. Because the reason why I think about that, I'm like, they're like, be an AI agent or AI something. I forgot the titles of these things, but they're very entry level. And I think that's fucking very shady of these companies. And I don't want to put any company names out there because I don't want to get myself in trouble with any websites. And I don't want to, I'm just saying, but these companies are being very disingenuous, if you will. Because the reason why I say that is because you go out there and get those AI certifications. However, they're firing and laying off people with high ass fucking degrees. People with fucking extensive background in computer science, software engineers, so on and so forth. But y'all are laying off those people. But you're saying, hey, why don't you get an AI certification? I'm like, bro, are y'all serious right now? Are you fucking serious right now? This is sad, man. The state of humanity is awful, bro. I'm kind of siding. I'm like, you know what? My nihilistic mindset, being a nihilist, I have to admit, I am a nihilist. But I'm like at the point of saying, you know what? Fucking AI, come on in, man. Come on in, man. Because humans don't treat humans right, man. Like the wealthy people are not being these big businesses, these capitalists. Like what the fuck are they doing, bro? Like what the fuck is going on, man? You're looking at the profits, but you're not looking at the negative aspect that comes with it. I'm like, how in the fuck are y'all gonna get y'all taxes, government, if no humans are working? I said when a thought of mine was, well, they'll issue out UBI. I don't want UBI, universal basic income. I don't want that trash. Because it's some bottom ass bullshit. And what they're gonna do is, this is my prediction. What they'll do is they'll tax that bullshit, right? So you already getting the bottom of the barrel ass basic ass income. Universal basic income. It says it in the fucking name. You're receiving the basic standard of life. The basic. The bottom of the barrel. What they're gonna do is tax that bullshit. They're gonna tax that shit. They're gonna come up with all kind of crazy ass taxes. This tax, that tax. They're gonna come up with a bullshit ass taxes, and then you probably have to pay taxes on the end of that shit at the end of the fucking year. I'm like, this is some bullshit, man. Like, what the fuck, these politicians? What the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all ain't fighting for us, man. Y'all, it was some politician, I forgot the lady's name. I saw a clip of it. She was supporting it. She called it A1. She didn't call it AI, but she called it AI. I don't know if it was a politician. But anyway, these people taking the money that these big corporations give them, these motherfuckers getting paid, man. Me personally, I've never seen the movie Wall-E, but I'm suspecting that shit is on the way, man. Fuck, man. Hold on one second. I really have to take this. Okay, I'm gonna put it on pause, man. I really want to finish this, man. So these motherfuckers with that portray this image of Wall-E. I've never seen it, but I've seen a small clip. It was this guy, little kid or whatever. He was a little chubby guy, and he was in some sort of chair. If that's accurate, bro, that is where we're heading, man. So I told you I'm driving to different states and cities and shit, and I drive quite a bit, and I see mountains and shit. I love the beautiful mountains, but I also see cattle out there. I see goddamn sheep. I see cows. I see that shit, and I'm like, dog, we're already cattle. We're already sheep to these motherfuckers. We're just workers, if you will. But I'm like, we're gonna be in a world of being sloth. Or what's the word? What's another word? Lethargic, lazy, fat, I'm like, bro, I don't want that for myself. I don't want that for myself. I have too much ambition, too much drive. Shout out to Coach and the Coach game for it's like wait, we tell each other, boss the fuck up, man. Boss the fuck up. So I don't want that lifestyle. I don't want to just be laying around doing nothing, man. And I found out that these a lot of these states, I live in a state that doesn't promote the marijuana usage. I'm not against marijuana usage. I just don't partake in it because I got shit to do. But I'm like, yo, I'm thinking like, dog, these states have legalized some of this shit. Majority of the states have legalized this shit for recreational purposes. I'm like, bro, what all that shit is gonna do is just slow you down, and you're just gonna be just another little, just another lazy slub. I mean, it's terrible, man. The state of this world is interesting, man. I'm very curious to know how this shit is gonna play out. Let's see. I'm just a bit over 30 minutes. I don't want to go too long, man. I gotta go do a lot of stuff. Well, I ain't gotta do a lot of stuff, but I got a few things I'm trying to do. I'm trying to enjoy my life. I'm trying to enjoy my life. And I cannot imagine myself living below these salaries, bro. Let me show you once again, man. I'm not making this shit up. I live in Wyoming, bro. I live in fucking Wyoming. And they're saying $87,000 is what I need to live comfortably. Blue collar jobs are not the answer, bro. For me, blue collars are not the answer. Are blue collars the answer to you? They're not the answer, bro. What is the answer? That is my question. What is the answer? That's what I'm searching for. Now, I do have an answer for my personal life. Now I just got to figure out how to fucking get to it. That is my solution. But I don't want to share my, because that's, first of all, that's my path, my vision that I have to get up out of this bullshit. Yours and I can't speak for anyone else. So I don't know what everybody else is. I just know for myself, blue collar work is not it's not the answer for me right now. It's not the answer. I'm a blue collar worker right now. I work for the railroad. I have been furloughed for almost at least 2 months, a little over 2 months now. And here's the bullshit that my company is doing. So what they're doing is, since I'm at the bottom of the barrel, right? And they have me furloughed. They're keeping me in purgatory, if you will. So if you're not on the boards, you're either on the bench or you're furloughed. Shit. Damn it. Hold on one second, guys. I do apologize for this, man. I'm I'm on the road and I told you I do apologize. I do apologize. I totally do apologize. And I should have changed my screen, but you probably looked at my, don't be doxing me, man. Oh, man. But like I was saying, man, with my job, I'm blue collar right now. I'm furloughed, but what they're trying to do is put me in purgatory. And I can foresee that there is no work for me available. I'm like, yo, there's no work for me available. So what they're doing is, to make their numbers not look so bad, they're putting me in purgatory and they're just cycling me through purgatory. And purgatory is a bad situation to be in. I've just experienced that, right? So I told you I'm traveling and everything because I'm furloughed, right? So this one particular time they had me in purgatory. I'm just sitting in purgatory, just sitting there, right? So I'm like, yo, what you're gonna do is either put me on the boards, just furlough me, right? What they were doing, they were just cycling me. They'll restart my bench time, so I have 48 hours to be on the bench. So they just kept cycling me. They'll try to put me in a position, but then I have low seniority, so they'll have someone with higher seniority bump me right back into the purgatory. So I'm just cycling. I'm like, bro, there is no work from me. Just put me on fucking furlough, right? So what they did was they kept cycling me in on the bench, right? So I was like, fuck it, man. I was like, yo, I'm gonna enjoy my life. I'm not gonna be sitting at home miserable. I need to search for other opportunities. So when I travel, I'm not traveling only for pleasure. I'm traveling to seek opportunities. So if my opportunity is in another state, I'm gonna take that opportunity. I'm not gonna sit down and just give up, right? So what I did was I went to another state, right? And so I noticed that they started to make some changes, and then and on my way back to Wyoming, what they did was they said, "Oh, okay, cool. We'll just take them off board 4, and we'll put them in a position. Well, they'll put me back on the boards, right? And so when you're back on the boards, now you have another layer of elements to this. So now you're in the rotation to be on the boards, right? So when I'm on the boards, I'm way at the bottom, right? What these people did was they cycled me way to the top. And I'm like, bro, how did I jump all the way to the top? So what they did was they really wanted me to come back to work immediately. And I'm like, bro, you just had me on the bench a few hours early in the day. Now you're saying come back to work. I'm like, bro, that's not, as an employee, that was terrible. As a terrible experience, because I'm like, bro, you've furloughed me for so long, and then now you just want me to appear out of thin air and come back to work. I'm like, bro, that's so fucking disrespectful. And I told him, I was like, yo, you just had me on the bench. All these other people ahead of me, and the reasoning that they were saying, well, you were the first one to appear available. I was like, bro, I wasn't available. I was not available. You had me in purgatory. Like, come on, man. So I had enough of this employment, blue collar work bullshit. I enjoy what I do, but at the same time, it's not the answer. It is not the answer, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what your answer may be. I have a solution for myself, and all I can do is try to attempt to do it and give it a go, man. But I'm just want to share the idea or the thoughts that blue collar work is not the answer. Now, if you're the owner of the company, things may vary for you. But you as the worker, the employee, not so much, man. Not so much. Now, if you've been with a company for years, that may be different for you. You know, if you've been if you've been a construction worker, let's just say the one that was the highest. What do we say the highest was? The long haul truck driver. If you've been the truck driver for many years, I'm pretty sure that you have a lot of experience, and you may have a lot of tenure. I don't have no idea how truck driving work, but you may be experiencing something different. I can give you an example with us blue collar workers, us railroaders. I'm looking at our boards, and the guys that have been in the business and with the railroad for years. I'm talking about 20 plus years. I'm looking at their hours for this year. I haven't been seeing a lot of hours being worked. So I don't want to shoot the messenger. I mean, don't shoot me. I'm just saying a lot of these guys with a lot of experience in these blue collar work they're not getting a lot of hours, bruh. It's a lot of layers to this thing, man. And so for those guys to just say, yeah, blue collar is the answer, I think that's very disingenuous, man. I think they're short-sighted. They're not thinking fully. I think they're thinking as it being a means to an end, but I'm like, no, that's not a means to an end. You're just struggling, bruh. Come on, man. Let's look at this one more time. $60,000 for an aircraft. How about this? If you are a blue collar worker, man, holla at me, man. Let me know. That way I can figure out something for my life. And also I can share this information to other people like, yo, okay, this is the insight to these jobs. Like, okay, is this accurate? Indeed, I have no idea, but I'm just going by what I see. So if you're blue collar, holla at me, man. Come on, man. Let me know what's going on, man. I'm really trying, man. I'm trying my best, man. And I could use the support. I could use the support. I'm always open for support. Once again, my channel is for to seek and share wisdom. I need wisdom right now, bro. This is a new situation for me, and it's a new situation for all of us. And these answers that we're getting, that's not it. That's not it, man. These guys are not giving truthful answers, bro. Just being honest, man. This is a short stream, and I didn't want to go too long, so I'm gonna end it, man. I got some activities that I want to enjoy. So I really appreciate you for tuning in, man. If you can, hit the like button, man. Send me some comments and subscribe to me, man. That's the only way that I can share and grow. It's by sharing information and growing with you guys, man. So holla at me, man. And I always like to end my streams by saying peace. And what I mean by peace, man, like peace as in the brotherly peace, but also have peace of mind for self, man. I need peace of mind. I don't know about you, man. This is crazy, crazy times. So I'm like, yo, I have to have peace of mind because I'm having a lot of sleepless nights, brother. I'm having a lot of sleepless nights because I'm like, bro, what the fuck? How the fuck? What the fuck? Who the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, how? How? And I'm sure there's a lot of other people that are saying, how? And the answers are not here, man. So maybe you can put me on game, man. I always tell people, and I tell my brothers, man, enjoy your fucking life, man. Be kind to yourself. Treat yourself, man. Like in my situation, I've been furloughed for damn near 2 months, 2 months and a half going on. I refuse to just sit there and just be miserable, man. I want to enjoy my fucking life. Tomorrow's not promised to me, man. I don't know about how you think the world goes or operates, but tomorrow is not promised, so I want to enjoy it as much as I can. That is my mission just for the day, man. Just like, yo, am I enjoying myself? Am I at peace, man? I don't know. Let me know what you think, man. I really appreciate you for tuning in, man. Like, as always, peace. And be kind to your motherfucking self.